Hello guys. Nowadays pediatric age group is quite over discussed. So we are gathered together to discuss some geriatric problems. And what we see nowadays is dementia. Dementia is
That is especially after COVID.
yeah.
We are getting many patients of dementia after COVID.
Yeah, so we are going to discuss something about dementia and mark that with homeopathic remedies we can give a tremendous result in dementia where other science has their limitations. So we are going to discuss about something dementia today and their homeopathic therapeutics. So first of all, what is dementia? Dementia is a loss of cognitive functioning. So what we include in cognitive functioning? The cognitive functioning is a normal routine like remembering a name, remembering a place, or concerned with your emotions. These things
Which is affecting person's daily routine life.
yes, exactly.
And that is the culprit. That
Yeah.
is why it is needed to treat.
Yeah, exactly. In our routine life, we also face some kind of problems, but these changes comes with along brain changes in MRI or scans that is needed to be treated. We all forget some things every day, but that does not require the treatment. But when it comes with pathological structural changes, where we can see in MRIs or some part of brain is waning off, then we need to treat it to preserve the cognitive function of the person, to preserve the memory, their emotions, and anything cognitive. So that is called dementia, and that is need to be treated.
And as we all know, it is progressive disease.
Yeah.
So we are not able to cure such patient. But the progression can be reduced with our medication, and symptomatically definitely patient get relief.
Yes. And we can give a normal balanced diet to patient as well as their families, because when the patient is having dementia, family is more affected than a
True, very
person.
true.
So we can gain the hope
And
of
yes, family support is also required in those patients.
yes. So my first choice of remedy in cases of dementia is aurum. As we all know, the aurum is made up of gold. The person is also gold. He is a kind-hearted person who, through the changes of life, become depressed. Talks of depressive talks, sleeplessness. Person quietly sitting in a one corner, not recognize anything. These are the typical symptoms of aurum.
Even get suicidal thoughts due to
Suicidal-
that forgetfulness.
And that person also fears of dying. That is a quite magical combination of aurum, that suicidal tendency with fear of death. That is the keynote, what I will say is a keynote for the aurum, and typical depressive senses.
Yes, another remedy according to me that leads is Baretta carb. Baretta carb is affecting in both the age group, childhood and second childhood. So we can choose this medicine for typical dementia, in which patient is associated with involuntary urination and involuntary passing of stool. In those cases, we can use this typical remedy, that is Baretta carb.
When we talk about the biochemic salts, the Califos is the preferred choice of remedy in these kind of cases, because the Califos has specific affinity to build the nerve cells. The Califos is the tonic for nerves, as written in our Materia Medica. So you can give it as a supportive medicine.
As a supplementary, we can use it and biochemic.
Yes. Always using biochemic. Yes.
Another remedy, as you told, for now, so we can think of acid force. जब भी पार्टनर की डेथ होती है और उसके बाद जो डिमेंशिया क्रिएट होता है, तो वी कैन थिंक ऑफ दिस रेमेडी. एनी मेंटल शॉक and any grief which creates dementia, then we can think of acid.
Yes. Acid force is typically written that the mental debility comes first and after physical debility.
True.
So this is the typical of acid force.
Even in diabetic patient,
Yeah.
we can use with frequency of urination at night. We can think of this remedy.
All things is acid group, as we know, is all thing is connected with degeneration, prosopalgia, weakness. Think of acid group. And phosphorus is an element that is required for nerve stimulation and neurotransmission in physiology. So acid force is a good combination. Even phosphorus salt is Califos. The phosphorus is somewhere connected.
Yes. Anacardium, which is one of the leading remedy for such condition. Basically, in patient of dementia having typical symptom, which is the key symptom to diagnose dementia, that is patient is forgetting the routine activity, not the past event. Am I
Acute
right?
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
The word written is acute forgetfulness in
exactly.
boring.
So this is the anacardia having the same typical symptom. Patient is forgetting the routine name, even not get the proper word to talk. During conversation, not getting the proper word. In those cases, we can use anacardia. And as a homeopath, we know the typical symptom of anacardia.
Evil and devil.
Yes, to wheel. So we can think of this remedy. Another remedy having two wheels, that is cannabis indica, and according to Dr. Hardik, that is legacies.
Another remedy for dementia or what you call neurological complaint is cophia. The patient has constant thoughts, patient can't concentrate, and that will lead to neurological pains in periphery. That is typical of cophia. That also produces a sleeplessness in account of thoughts. Constant thought. Once one thought comes, another. Patient is constantly bothered by his own thoughts.
Even sleep get disturbed due to constant thought. Then we can think of this remedy. Another remedy for old age group, that is quinine.
Yeah.
And cocculus eye is one of the leading remedy, but which is somehow not comes in front. So we can also think of cocculus eye in some cases. और कॉक्यूलस आई इन दोज केसेस के एक लेडी हो जिसने फैमिली के कोई मेंबर के लिए बहुत सारी सेवा की हो, एज अ नर्स, एज अ मेंबर ऑफ फैमिली, और जब वो पर्सन की डेथ हो जाती है, देन गेट एंजाइटी. इन दोज केसेस वी कैन थिंक ऑफ दिस.
Yes, and Dr. M.L. Tyler has written about that. That she is the nurse of the family. What do you mean by nurse? She is the caring person. She cares about everyone, and that person dies. That brings that person into grief, so indulged in grief that she developed these kind of symptoms.
Yes. Read it from Kent. Even Kent mentioned in very brief.
What I say is, whenever you want to read about mind, read in Kent. He has described beautifully in his Materia Medica. He is actually he should be known as the father of mind.
Yes.
He has written.
So guys, this is the typical dementia. Many more remedies are there, but these are the common remedies which we are using in our practice. You just try it, you just start prescribing in your patient, and you will definitely get the result.
And if you have any good cases of dementia in which you have got the results, please share with us in comment section.
Okay guys,
So see you next time.
See you next time with some another interesting topic.